Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. जय विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राज का आचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्रीमद शील अभय शरणामि स्वामी प्रभुपाद महाराज की जय। जय विश्वपाद परमहंस परिव्राज का आचार्य अष्टोत्तर श्रीमद शील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर प्रभुपाद महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय गौर प्रेमानंदी। Sadhu, 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 sadhu. Jai. Hare Krishna. So I'd like to welcome all the devotees for Friday afternoon, our regular satsanga. Normally we discuss Bhagavad Gita here, we study Bhagavad Gita. But in this month of Kartik, we all have been, we all want to hear more and more about Lord Damodara and his pastime. And that's what we are trying to discuss, the wonderful glories of Lord Damodara in this month of Kartik. I'm very grateful to the devotees here, Arjun Krishna Prabhuji, Rasho Krishna Prabhuji, Shri Padambar Prabhu, Prabhapati Prabhu, and all the devotees here, Rajendra Prabhu, everyone, for engaging me in this wonderful service. Rasnete Mahad Bhagyam. This is the wonderful fortune of the tongue. If somehow or other we get an opportunity to glorify the Supreme Lord and the devotees, the pure devotee of the Lord. So at the beginning Prabhuji was saying, because he has such a nice heart actually, so he can see the wonderful qualities in everyone. But the fact is that we all are struggling here, especially I'm talking about myself. Manah sasht indriyani prakritisthane karshati. So Bhagavad Gita describes our real position in this material world. That most of us, we are struggling here actually. The only difference between devotees and non-devotees is that devotees, they are also struggling, but they are struggling to win. Struggling to win the battle by the mercy of the Vaishnavas, by the mercy of the devotees, acharyas, sadhu, shastra. Sadhu, shastra, kripaya, yadi jiva Krishna unmukh hai, sei jiva nistare maya tahe chhadaye. So only those jiva who take shelter of sadhu and shastra, somehow or other, in their endeavor of struggling with the senses and mind, if they are fortunate enough to get the shelter of sadhu and shastra, then only they can maya tahe chhadaye. They will be released from the Maya's clutches of Maya. Sei jiva nistare. And only those jiva can make progress towards their ultimate destination. So I'm begging all of you, praying to all of you, that please pray for me, bless me, because the subject matter and his path, Shri Bhakti Marg also, is not so easy. Shri Bhakti Marg is very, very difficult. Prabhupada Swasti says, Shri Bhakti Marg, Yah Bahu Kantaka. There's so many thorns are there on the path of Bhakti Marg. So we always need blessings, prayers, association of devotees, inspirations, motivation. It's not so easy actually on path to walk on this path. So he's saying that Indriya Vairi Vargaha Kalena Kali Kalena Rajan Kali Kalena Balina Indriya Vairi Vargaha Shri Bhakti Marg Iha Bahu Kantak Aham Kim Karomi Chaitanya Chandra Yadi Kripana Karosi. That what can I do? Alas, what can I do? There are so many obstacles on this path of Shri Bhakti Marga. I want to perform devotional service, but there are so many obstacles, especially Indriya Vairi Varga. Senses are pulling here and there. What to do? And this is what exactly we are in situation, right? This situation actually. So he's saying the only shelter I see, Chaitanya Chandra Yadi Kripana Karosi. If you don't shower your blessings, Kripa Kataksh, then it's not possible. So Mataji, that shloka which you all are reciting now, beautiful shloka, Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adilila, 14th chapter, verse number 1. That did we discuss that shloka? Kathanchana smrite yasmin, Adilila 14:1, yes. So you all can remember this shloka, it's a very nice shloka actually, in this context only. Adi Leela, 14th chapter, first verse. Mataji, they are reciting this verse, very beautiful verse. So in the same context, he is saying here that Kathanchana Smrite Ismin, that if you remember Smrite Ismin, Ismin means this personality, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu will come later, then what will happen? Duskaram Sukaram Bhavet. The most difficult things, all the obstacles, difficult things in spiritual life will become very easy. Vismrte Viparitam Syat. But on the other hand, if you don't remember him, if you forget him, Vismrte, then Viparitam. Viparitam means opposite. Even the Sukaram will become Duskaram. The easy thing, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, coming to program will become very difficult if you don't remember him. That's what his shloka says. Shri Chaitanya Namamitam. I am bowing down to that personality, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So that's why we have so many shelter. We have Tulsi Aarti, we have Nursing Aarti, we have Mangal Aarti, Sandhya Aarti. Every time we are allowing us to take shelter of these personalities. The Lordship, the spiritual master, the Tulsi Maharani, Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. These all are Tadiya. Tadiya means they are very, very dear to Krishna. And Krishna becomes very pleased when we take their shelter. He becomes very pleased. So in this month of Kartik, we take more and more shelter of Tulsi Maharani, Damodara Aarti, Damodastakam. So many things are there. The whole Kartik month, Ojeshwari month. So once again, I'm very grateful and seeking all of your blessings so that we can be at least for next 1 hour, we can try to contemplate, we can try to meditate on this wonderful, wonderful Leela which happened in Shridham Vrindavan. By the mercy of Srila Prabhupada, somehow that we got this opportunity to discuss the most exalted subject matter which is revealed in all the revealed scripture. This is the topmost pastimes of the Lordship. And only by His mercy it is available to all of us, all over the world. Otherwise, it was so, before Prabhupada came actually, it was such a confidential pastime that only few people, very fortunate people, used to discuss or hear such pastime. Tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Parasparanu kathanam pavanam bhagavat yashah. Mitah tushtir, mitah ratir, nivritta mitah atmana. Srimad Bhagavatam 11th canto. This verse says, Parasparanu kathanam. So such devotees, they meet together, they discuss what? They discuss pavana, very pious, supunyam, Krishna katha. And by that process, mitah tushti. Mitah means the act between two parties. Mitah. Two parties, hearer and speaker, both. Both becomes benefited. Both they get benefit actually. So mitah tushti, mitah ratil. They become satisfied completely because only Krishna katha can satisfy the senses of the jivas. Nothing else. Being part and parcel, it is mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam that kam lobh hato muhu, that kam lobh you can conquer by other process also. But Mukunda sevaya, agar Mukund seva nahi kiya, atma dhana shamati. The soul cannot be satisfied completely. Until and unless we hear or we engage ourselves in the wonderful, the Lordship, the Mukunda, Lord Shri Krishna, then we ourselves, soul cannot be satisfied. That's what Srimad Bhagavatam says. So before we begin, सब लोग मिल करके आज हम लोग सबसे पहले अपने सभी गुरुजन का बहुत धन्यवाद करेंगे. And it's a beautiful verse by Raghunath Das Goswami. His Holiness Bhakti Goswami Maharaj, normally he recites every time before the class. A beautiful verse. Nama Shreshtham Manum Api Sachiputram Atra Sarupam Rupam Tasyagrajam Urupurim Madhurim Goshtavatim Radha Kundam Aho Girivaram Radhika Madhavasam Prapto Yash Pratite Kripaya Shri Gurum Tam Nato Asmi. This is a beautiful verse by our Prabhuji Acharya. He's saying why I am indebted to my spiritual master, why I am grateful to my spiritual master. And he is now realizing that what he has given. He's saying, now he's counting one by one. At the very beginning, what he has given to us? Nam Shreshta. There are so many names of the Lordship, but we got the highest, the perfected name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So this wonderful Guru Shishya Parampara, we got the Nam Shreshtam, the topmost, the Shreshtam, the highest revelation of the Lordship in this Maha Mantra that has been given to us. Nam Shreshtam. And Manum Api Sachiputram. And our connection with this personality, the most magnanimous incarnation of the Lordship, in the form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So our spiritual master has given that connection with the Lordship, Lord Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Sachiputram, not alone, Atra Sarupam, his most confidential servant, Sri Damodara Goswami, who is always with him. About him, I came to know through my spiritual master. Rupam Tasyagrajam, Rupam means Rupa Goswami Pad, who has given the ultimate literature, the ultimate perfection, who knows Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's wisdom, who knows exactly the mood of the Lordship and how to rescue this conditioned soul. Bhadrasama Sindhu Updeshamrit, he has given relationship with that personality. Tasyagrajam, Tasyagrajam means who came before him, Sanatana Pad Goswami, who gave our Sambandha Gyan, and he gave our Sambandha to that personality, Sanatana Pad Goswami. Then Uru Purim, the wonderful place, Mathura Mandal, Mathurim, the Mathura Mandal where Lord performed such pastimes. And the glories of that particular place also is revealed by my spiritual master. Goshtvatim, Braj Mandal, the entire Braj Vrindavan, Gosht means Vrindavan. Radha Kundam, Radha Kund, highest place on this planet, that also been revealed by our spiritual master to me. Radha Kundam, Girivaram, Girivardhan. You see such a wonderful verse. Girivaram. And then Aho Radhika Madhavasa. Branda, Dvanda, these two personalities, Radhika, Madhavasa, the opportunity to serve that personality, Radhika, Madhavasa, Radhika, Madhava, that has been given. So he's saying, Prapto, these all things I have received from that personality. Prapto, yes, pratitay, अब मैं उससे प्रार्थना कर रहा हूँ, कृपा करके, Shri Gurum Natatamo Asmi. I am so indebted to you, O my Lord, O my Supreme. Because for disciple, he is the Supreme Lord actually. One time, Garg Muni Prabhu and Sugar Muni Prabhu actually. So earlier, when he was with Sri Prabhupada, so one time he said, Sri Prabhupada, you are like a God for us. And Prabhupada chastised him. He said, don't talk such kind of nonsense. This is Mayavad. I am a God representative, not God. So don't speak such kind of thing. But after Prabhupada departed, one time he came to Vrindavan and he was giving the class. It was Kartik month. And he said, today, in front of all of you, I am disclosing. That time I was saying that he is like God. But I am saying it today, he is more than God for all of us. And he had tears in eyes. But Prabhupada is more than God. So here he is saying, Shri Gurum Tam Nato Vasmi. That I am so much indebted to you because these all you have given to me. Nam Shreshtam, Sachiputram, Gauranga Mahaprabhu connection, Swarupam, Rupa Tasyagrajam, Rupa Sanatana Pad Goswami, or Sis Goswami, Mathurim, Mathura Mandal, Goshtvatim, Braj Mandal, Radha Kundam, Girivaram, Radhika, Madhavasa. Entire thing, entire process, which is essential for a jiva to develop that attraction for Lord Shri Krishna or go back to God. So he's saying, this all prapto I have received from you, my spiritual master. And this he is speaking about Yadunandan Acharya, who is the spiritual master of Raghunath Goswami. Yadunandan Acharya. So in Mukta Charit, he's referring to him actually. And he's saying, okay, this is how I'm so much indebted to you. Whole life after life, जन्मे जन्मे प्रभु से मैं कितना कुछ भी कर पाऊंगा, फिर भी मैं आपका ऋण चुका नहीं पाऊंगा, because these things were given to me. Similarly, for all of us, by the mercy of Prabhupada and our spiritual master, the follower of Srila Prabhupada, we have got this Damodara Slikam, Damodara Leela, not only Damodara Leela, entire 10th canto, Krishna Leela, 90 chapters. Imagine, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamritam, Bhagavad Gita, so much is there. Other day also I was saying कि अब हमारे पास कुछ और है ही नहीं मांगने के लिए, हमारे पास कुछ मांगने के लिए बचा नहीं है। वो काम पूरा हो चुका है, देने वाला काम पूरा हो चुका है। अब केवल उसी को बहुत गंभीरता से चिंतन मनन करना है उसके ऊपर। Because everything, the topmost thing has been given to us. Nam Shrestha, everything. You see in this verse, everything is topmost, has been given to us, Yo antah pravesamam vacham imam prasuptam sanjeevayat akhil shaktidhara swadhamna anyam sahasra charan shravantam adi pranan namo bhagavate purushaya tutte. So let us begin with our journey in this Damodara Stakam. We completed 2 verses now. 2 verses. We'll go to 3rd verse. And we can keep on churning actually. Every verse, every word in this Damodara Stakam is so amazing. Our acharyas, I mentioned last time also, I mentioned, they have given pages and pages of commentary on this wonderful pastime. Shukadeva Goswami himself is dedicating 3 chapters, almost 3 chapters, 2.5 chapters on this pastime. And Sadhana Pal Goswami, Divdarshini Tika, Hari Bhakti Vilas, then Sarath Varshani, Sridhar Swami, G. Goswami, Gopal Champu, they all have been describing this wonderful pastime. There's so much lesson in this. So now here, Yashoda Maiya is doing the Vyaktigat, the personal service of the Lordship. Ekada Krihida says so, right? Sridhar Goswami says. That day, she engaged all the maid servants in different activities. And that was Deepavali day, by the way, and Deepavali. And she herself was churning the butter. So Acharya says this Vyaktigat Seva is very important. Like we see Madhavendra Puri, when he got the dream that you please bring the chandan, he was very old that time. He could have sent anyone else, any young person, please go and bring it. But he said no. It was a personal instruction to me and I will render this service. व्यक्तिगत सेवा, व्यक्तिगत सेवा से ही हमें भगवान की कृपा प्राप्त होती है। तो मैया सिखा रही है यहाँ पर हमें सबको कि कई बार हम लोग सबको सेवा में युक्त करते हैं बट हम सेवा नहीं करते, हम मैनेजर बन जाते हैं। Like Brahma Ji, what he did when he got the message from Krishna that please ask all the demigods to take birth in Gokul, Yaduvamsi, and then I'll appear. So Brahma Ji engaged everyone, but not himself. And that's why he got bewildered in the Brahma Leela, because he was not engaged in service. So Acharya says, it's very important to engage in the service, otherwise you will be bewildered. If you just become manager, so become manager, but sometimes render service also. His Holiness Bhaktisama Swami Maharaj, he was mentioning that sometime deliberately he says, I take some service, I go to kitchen, I wash utensils or distributing prasad. Deliberately I take, and I tell devotee also, okay, I am sannyasi, but let me do this service, otherwise I will be, let me do this service. You help me please. So sometimes we have to do it, not sometimes. If you can get all the time, it's very much appreciated. But that mood should be there. The service attitude should always be there. So this personal service Maya is doing. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, you see, he is God himself. Radha Krishna nahi anya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So he himself came, and in the Gundicha margin, he himself is rendering the service. He's engaging all other people, but he himself is also doing the service. He's cleaning from morning since evening. He was rubbing and removing the dust from everywhere and teaching the people how to clean the temple so nicely. There should not be even one speck of dust anywhere. So Lord himself is rendering the service. Personal service to the Lordship, Lord Jagannath. So Maya is showing here by her example that this Vyaktigat Seva is very much important. Because this is the part of Mamatva. This is the natural elimination of the love actually. The Krishna Prem. जहाँ पर प्रेम होगा वहाँ पर सेवा आएगी. सेवा याम इव परतितः भक्ति एव भज धातु वै. Bhaj dhatu why Garuda Purana says what is bhakti? Bhakti means it comes from bhaj dhatu. Sevayam parikirtita, which means what? Seva. That's why Srila Prabhupada he translates devotion or bhakti as what? Devotional service, not only devotion. Bhakti को Prabhupada जी कहते हैं प्रेममयी सेवा. सेवा है. और सेवा का मतलब some activity should be there, which Mata is doing here now. She was churning butter herself that day, got up in the morning. तो यहाँ पर बता रहे हैं, हम लोग तीसरे श्लोक पे बढ़ने वाले हैं, उसके पहले ये पाठ हमने कवर नहीं किया था. परामृष्टम अत्यंत ततो दृप्त गोप्या. Shuddev Goswami is saying, see the irony of this pastime. He's quoting this verse, 10th canto. This is 9th chapter only. This Leela, where he's describing, he's saying, Na cha antar na bahirayasya. That this Lord, जिनका कोई अंतर नहीं, बाहर नहीं, because he's everywhere, all pervasive. How can Maya can tie him? How can she tie him? It's not possible. Na cha antar na bahirayasya, na purvam na api chaparam. उनके पूर्व नहीं, आगे ने भगवान खुद कहते हैं कि अहम सेवा में अहम सेवा में करके. That oh Brahma, there was no one before me, and there will not be anyone after me actually. So before the creation, I was only there, and after annihilation, only I will be there. Yo avashishyet aham. After everything, only I will be remaining actually here. After everything inherited, I will be only remaining. Nobody else will be there. So he's saying that Jagato to Jagachaya Tam Matva Atmajam Avyaktam. That personality who is completely aloof, he's not inside, outside, he's everywhere. That personality is being now captured by the mother Yashoda. Gopika Ulukhale Damna. अब गोपिका उनको उखल में बांधने जा रही है, उस भगवान को जिनका अंतर बाहर कुछ पता नहीं है. बंध प्राकटम यथा. अब ये लीला हम देखने जा रहे हैं, ऐसे बोल रहे शुद्ध गोस्वामी कि दैट लॉर्ड हु इज नॉट कॉन्करेबल, हु इज अजीता, nobody can even touch him because his existence is beyond our comprehension. अंतर बाहर कहाँ पर है भगवान पता ही नहीं है. We saw that movie, Mahavtar Narasimha. At one point of time, this Hiranyakashipu, he started just increasing his form, right? It became very big, very big, very big, very big. And he was laughing. I became so big now, and I'll kill this person. And then he found that he is in the palm of Lord Shiva. He was still standing there. And then when he saw it, इतना बड़ा रूप करने के बाद भी मैं इतना छोटा सा इनके रूप में रहा. अन्योर अन्यान, भगवान इतने बड़े, महतो महियान. So he is so big. So he's saying, ना चांतर बहिर, इतने बड़े भगवान, ऐसे gigantic form, who show the Virat Rup even. Now that is going to be bound here. बबंध प्राकटम देखा. अब इसको मैं प्रकट करने जा रहा हूँ. देखिए अब आगे शुद्ध गोस्वामी बोल रहे हैं कि इस लव में प्रकट करने जा रहा हूं। परामृष्ट अत्यंत ततो द्रुत गोप्या, सी स्पीड विद द हर स्पीड वॉज फास्टर देन कृष्णा। ऐसे बता रहे हैं गोस्वामी। वहां आचार्यगण कहते हैं कि who can run faster than Krishna? When Kali Yavan, that asura, the demon came actually, and he was chasing Krishna, he could not even touch even shadow of Krishna. He was a mystic person, mystic demon. बहुत प्रयास किया, स्पर्श नहीं कर पाया। और यहाँ पर मैया, जिनका शरीर भी बहुत बड़ा है, फीमेल, and she is aged lady, but her speed was faster than Krishna. Krishna was bound. Babandha. So now, Satvat Muni is saying, the Saundara Vishes. He's saying that this is the whole essence of bhakti. Krishna is himself demonstrating that you get defeated by devotees. हमेशा भक्तों से हारना सीखना है आपको, भक्तों से हमें जीतना नहीं सीखना है। आप अच्छा करते हैं, प्लीज यू डू इट, and you serve it, you go ahead. भक्तों को आगे बढ़ाना है। आप सोचिए प्रभुपाद जी ने कैसे कैसे लोगों को आगे बढ़ाया। One time Shri Prabhupada, I think we heard this story earlier also. So 2-3 people, they came to meet Shri Prabhupada in Bombay at the very beginning phase of this call. That time temple was under construction, about to just begin the construction. And these 2 people, they came to meet Shri Prabhupada, and when they came out, they were smoking. So the watchman, he saw, and he went to Swamiji. He said, Swamiji, what kind of people they were? आपसे मिलने के बाद बाहर आके वो सुट्टा पी रहे थे, वो सिगरेट पी रहे थे। प्रभुपाद जी बोला, तुमको वो दिखा, बट आपको ये नहीं दिखा कि मैं यहाँ पर हूँ इतने दिन से, बॉम्बे इतना बड़ा शहर है, और ये 2-3 लोगों से मिलने के लिए आए हैं। You didn't see that good quality, that at least they came to meet me. They came to meet a sadhu. So Prabhupada ji was seeing small qualities and trying to develop that. And now we can see such devotees are now Maharaj, सन्यासी है सब। तो वैसे हम लोग को भी हमेशा सोचना है, कभी भी हमारे अंदर ये बड़ा का भाव कि मैं बड़ा भक्त हूँ, और फिर कोई भी आ रहा है तो हमारा जो हीन भावना। There was one devotee, one came, Mataji actually, she came to temple at the very first visit. She came in the pant shirt. She was having a jeans actually, jeans पहनी थी, और आते किसी ने को बोल दिया, अरे आप जीन्स पहन के मंदिर में आए हो। वो माताजी उसके बाद कभी आई नहीं मंदिर। उसके बाद बहुत दिन के बाद कोई माताजी उनको मिली कहीं फिर, तो बोला कि नहीं, आई डोंट लाइक दिस कॉम्युनिकेशन, बिकॉज पहले दिन में गई और मुझे ऐसा बोला गया। But then somehow that Mataji, she developed her, gave time to her, and she started coming. और बाद में खुद साड़ी पहन के, और बाद में दीक्षित भक्त हो गई वो। She became an initiate devotee. So what I mean to say, कि भक्ति is the art of being defeated. Actually, somehow whether we have got this opportunity, हमारा इसमें कोई भी लेश मात्र, it's not our own qualification. One time Karuna, when Karuna came actually, that time to meet Lord Shiva. So there was one snake in the neck of Lord Shiva, और गरुड़ को देख करके फुस किया, ऐसे फुनकार मारा। तो गरुड़ जी बोल रहे हैं कि स्थान प्रदान बल प्रधान, कि ये आपका दोष नहीं है, क्योंकि गरुड़ जी को देख करके सब सांप भागते हैं, राइट। बोल रहे कि आप चूंकि भी शंकर जी के गले में हो तो आपका बल बढ़ गया है। So Gauranga Prabhu was saying, similarly we all are somehow or other, we are that poisonous snake, but somehow or other we are now wrapped in this wonderful mission of ISKCON, and because of that people are giving us so much respect or whatever you पूजा और प्रतिष्ठा। बट हमको समझना है कि हम वही जहरीले सांप ही हैं हम सब। हमारी स्थिति ऐसी नहीं हो गई कि हम गरुड़ को भी फुंकार मारें, वैसे हम लोग करते हैं एक्चुअली। आफ्टर फ्यू डेज इन ISKCON we think, oh, I am great now, right? But here Lord is demonstrating that bhakti is the art of being defeated. You lose the battle and you win the war. when we get defeated in bhakti, when we think that I am the lowest one, that is the position when you attain the mercy of the Lordship. भगवान की कृपा हम तभी आकर्षित करते हैं जब हम जितने छोटे बनते जाते हैं, छोटे बनते हैं. So Krishna experiences the summit of love in being defeated by devotees. Lord himself is experiencing that love. तो वैसे भक्त लोग भी जब किसी और भक्त को ऊपर करते हैं तो उनको बहुत बहुत उनको आनंद मिलता है, वास्तविक आनंद, और हृदय की शुद्धि होती है, बहुत शुद्धि होती है. So see, this is a wonderful lesson for all the sadhakas, right? This is what Digdashini Tika is demonstrating this one. So what should be our prayer by seeing this? Acharya is saying, may I also take pleasure in being defeated by other devotees, in the mood of servant, not master or not controller. देखिए भक्ति में ये बहुत आवश्यक अंग है, that bhakti is between jiva and the lordship. भगवान श्री कृष्ण through which instrument, through which person he wants to deliver that person, we don't know. So we should not become a controller और मास्टर की नहीं, ये मेरे संग में आया है तो शुद्ध भक्त बनना ही चाहिए इनको, मैं इनको शुद्ध भक्त बना के ही रहूंगा. That kind of mentality is also not good. We should be very happy and pleased that somehow that this devotee is giving me association to protect my devotional service. Some other by his behavior, example is inspiring me, he or she. So we should be in that grateful mood, we should just keep on doing, and whatever service we can render, that also be in the mood of servant only. You see our spiritual master, when they give initiation, how they say? They say, on behalf of Srila Prabhupada, in the mood of servant, I am accepting you as my disciple. So they are doing this service as a service of Guru, where they are authorized to become like a master, but there also they have the mood of servant. They understand, I am doing on behalf of this personality. In his service, I am accepting this service. That is their mood. So that should be our mood actually, being defeated. So this we had seen actually yesterday, right? We completed this one, yes, right? This also we discussed yesterday evening actually. So this is what he's seeing, that the Vyaktigat Seva of Mata, and by seeing that service, Krishna becomes very, very compassionate. Kripaya asit swamandane. और भगवान श्री कृष्ण बनने के लिए तैयार हो गए. So Krishna is showing here that only by this process you can find me. Kripaya asit, that kripa shakti, that kripa, we all are hankering for that kripa. This is not sadhana siddha process, it's kripa siddha process. And she has an intense love for Krishna. Krishna can be bound only by love, not by any rope. So the very beautiful verse in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita is mentioned that Samyan marsmita svanto mamatva atishay ankitah bhava sa eva sandaratma prema budhay prema nigade bruhay prema nigadyate. So Chaitanya Charitamrita is describing that these Brajvasis, they have intense and very dense Sandaratma, which comes in that verse also. Shri Krishna Akarshanisha, Sadharana Visheshatma. So same thing. Klesha Vrishabda, that verse. So same thing here also, it's mentioned that because they have such a dense love for Krishna, that Krishna is obliged to be bound. तो आचार्य says कि इस लीला से हमें यही ज्ञात होता है कि केवल शुद्ध भक्ति से भगवान हमारे पास आए. भगवान की कृपा केवल शुद्ध भक्ति से आ पाए. प्रेम अभी हमको अपने परिवार के प्रति है, बच्चों के प्रति है, कभी भी उनका ये स्मरण हो जाता है। देखिए आप, एनी टाइम वी कैन रिमेंबर देम, राइट। कभी कभी अपने जैसे बच्चे दूर हैं घर से, परिवार से, हर समय उनका स्मरण होता है। संबंध इतना प्रगाढ़ हो गया है, तो वो कह रहे हैं कि ऐसा संबंध भगवान से होना है। अभी भी हम लोग के लिए भगवान मतलब एक थोड़ी दूर की वस्तु है, जहां पर आके हमें प्रणाम करना है, सुबह शाम 2-3 बार आरती करनी है, और जब नाम जप रहे हैं उसमें 2 घंटे में कितनी बार स्मरण कर पाए पता नहीं, बट अभी भी दूर की वस्तु बनी हुई है। बट यहां पर ये जो प्रेम है भक्तिबद्धम, इन दैट श्लोका इट इज सेइंग दैट ममत्व अतिशय अंकित। अतिशय मतलब एक्सेसिव, ममत्वा अतिशय अंकिता, भाव एवं, उनका भाव इतना प्रगाढ़ हो गया है कि उनको हर जगह पर जब भी वो उनके बस वही उनके अपने हैं, ये उनको समझ में आ गया। ममत्व मतलब नो बडी इज क्लोजर देन दैट पर्सनैलिटी। मेरे और भी अपने हो सकते हैं, बट ही इज द वन जिनके लिए ममता सबसे ज्यादा है। मेरी ममता सबसे ज्यादा उस व्यक्ति के लिए है। That's what the ब्रजवासीज आर। वो बोलते हैं कि ये बुध है मतलब सभी विद्वान लोग प्रेम निगड़िए। सभी विद्वान लोग इसी को प्रेम कह रहे हैं, कृष्ण प्रेम इसी को बता रहे हैं, जो वृंदावन में दिखाया जा रहा है, जहां पर अपने स्वयं के सभी परिजन जिससे आप प्रेम करते हैं, उससे पहले वाला प्रेम इनके पास साथ है। बाकी सब प्रेम है, बट द फर्स्ट वन इज विद दिस पर्सन। ये स्टेज है वृंदावन में सारे को। अच्छा, वी ऑल शुड क्राई फॉर दिस, वी हैव टू क्राई फॉर दिस। हमारी भी यही स्थिति थी, ममे वामशो, बट वी हैव नाउ कम सो फार कि हमने बीच में बहुत से संबंध बना लिए हैं। अब ये बहुत दूर हो गए हमसे, और अभी हमको इतनी तपस्या करनी पड़ रही है उसको पुनः नित्य सिद्ध कृष्ण प्रेम को फिर जागृत करने के लिए। Isn't it? We are struggling now. श्रवण आदि इतना करना पड़ रहा है अभी हमको उसी नित्य सिद्ध प्रेम को जागृत करने के लिए, which was there at one point of time, but now somehow or other we have completely lost it. और भगवान पुनः आकर के लीला कर रहे हैं। जीवेर कारण आसिया प्रपंचे लीला कोयले लोइला कोयलो सो विस्तार। इसलिए भगवान पुनः आकर के ये लीला कर रहे हैं कि अगेन वी गेट अट्रैक्टेड, वी कैन सी दैट समवन इज गेटिंग सच वंडरफुल फॉर्च्यून। एट वन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम वी वर आल्सो इन दैट काइंड ऑफ एटमॉस्फेयर वेयर होल एंड सोल पर्पस वाज जस्ट टू लव, अनब्रोकन लव। सुस्वमातु सुविन गात्राय, देख करके उनके दृष्टवा परिष्टभम कृष्ण कृपया आसीत स्वबंधने। भगवान रुक नहीं पाए, अपने आप को बदलने को तैयार हो गए। भगवान ऐसे भक्तों के पास में रहना चाहते हैं। कृष्णा वॉन्ट्स टू स्पेंड हिज टाइम विद सच डिवोटीज। अदरवाइज जिससे हम सब प्रयास कर रहे हैं, हमारा प्रयास उत्तम ही होना चाहिए। ये प्रयास भी अच्छा है जो हम लोग कर रहे हैं। But Prabhupada says always we have to understand that what is our goal, and this is a goal. So the purpose of pastime is we discuss. भगवान के हर एक कार्य करने का कुछ प्रयोजन होता है। भगवान जब भी कुछ करते हैं उसके पीछे कई कारण निहित होते हैं। कई कारणों को साथ में लेकर के भगवान लीला करते हैं। So here the main purpose of this pastime was same thing what we discussed yesterday, that जीवेर कारण आसिया प्रपंचे। इतना प्रपंच भगवान कर रहे हैं for the whole and sole reason for जीवेर, for all of us। जीवेर कारण आसिया प्रपंचे लीला कोइलो सो विस्तार। लीला को विस्तारित करते हैं भगवान। And Shukdev Goswami is quoting this wonderful verse we discussed several times, and this is Shukdev Goswami's opinion that this is how Krishna has performed, why Krishna has performed this pastime. Now, the reciprocation for receiving the knowledge, when we receive this knowledge, Acharya is saying, Sanatana Swami is saying, that first thing, our service to that person should increase. अभी हम सब लीला का श्रवण कर रहे हैं, ज्ञान मिल रहा है हमको, तो क्या हमारी भगवान के प्रति सेवा बढ़ रही है कि नहीं? सबसे पहले हमको देखना है। सबसे पहले जीवन सार्थक करें, खुद सेवा बढ़ाएं भगवान के प्रति, अपनी सेवा बढ़ाएं, एंड देन my mobile is there somewhere. It was not there with me. ठीक है, and then that person cannot just remain silent. Prabhupada is saying कि प्रेम का ये लक्षण है कि आप उसका गुणगान किए बिना रह नहीं सकते। Example was given. It's called Holes theory. Holes, H-O-L-E-S. First you hear about that person, or for that matter, you see anything in material world also, how we get attracted. सबसे पहले हम सुनते हैं उसके बारे में, किसने बताया कि भाई ये बहुत अच्छा प्रोडक्ट है, हमने विज्ञापन देखा या सुना उसके बारे में, hearing, and then we observe for some days. Someone also is saying, अरे, someone came to say, भाई कि आप क्लियर से लगाओ तो वहाँ से जाएंगे, क्लियर से लगाइए आप. And then observation, we observe it, that the person used it and really gone. And HOL, then you live with it. आप खुद लगाना शुरू करते हैं, and you got experience, E, and then you want to share with others. कि आप भी लगाइए, आपको भी लाभ मिलेगा. मैंने सुना था, देखा था, मैंने खुद प्रयोग किया, लाभ मिला, आप भी लगाइए. So similarly, when we start serving that person, we get such experience that we want to glorify that person. We cannot stay. हम रोक नहीं पाएंगे. जो भी प्रभुपाद जी ग्रंथ पढ़ते हैं, चाहे थोड़ा भी पढ़े, आप देखिए, कोई भी आपको अनुभव होगा, आप रुक नहीं पाएंगे. आप किसी न किसी को बताना ही चाहेंगे, चाहे अपने घर में या बाहर. यू वॉन्ट टू स्पीक, बिकॉज दैट इज द पोटेंशियल ऑफ प्रभुपाद लिटरेचर. इफ यू रीड इवन वन पैसेज दैट डे, यू वॉन्ट टू शेयर विद अदर्स. और प्रभुजी इज शेयरिंग एवरी डे, ऑलमोस्ट एवरी डे ही शेयर्स. ही कांट स्टॉप. The moment you get to know, you cannot stop yourself. So the purpose of spiritual practices is sadhu sangha. Krishna bhakti जन्म मूल है साधु संग. प्रेम उपजाए तेहु पुनः मुख्य. So right from beginning till the प्रेम उपजाए, प्रेम आने के बाद भी साधु संघ ही हमारा मुख्य अंग रहता है, भक्तों का संग. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, now it is just in this past time, he is with Sarvabhaumacharya, and he was there in Jagannath Puri, and always he surrounded with devotees. At the later stage he was alone with few devotees, but at the beginning he was always surrounded with devotees. Sadhu Sangha, always Sarvabhaumacharya, then Gopinath Acharya, Paramanand Puri, Swarup Damodara, Ramanand Rai, all surrounded, always discussing Krishna Katha, always Krishna Katha. So he himself is demonstrating, the more you serve the Lordship, the more you get eagerness to hear, to glorify the Lordship. तो ये भगवान की लीला का एक प्रयोजन होता है कि वही विषय वस्तु उनको मिलता है ग्लोरीफाई करने के लिए. Otherwise, what we will discuss? Krishna does not perform the pastime. What we will discuss actually? So that is the purpose of pastime, so that we can have a conversation about him. We can enlighten each other. We can preach his glories to the entire world. That's why he comes here and performs such pastime. Yat shuddhya shutva tatparo bhavet. Now here, the fourth verse we are touching now. Varam deva moksham na moksham madhimva. So Acharya says here, Sanatana Goswami is saying, there are four Naths: Badrinath, Jagannath, Ranganath, and in this verse, Idamte Vapurnath Gopalnath. तो ये बोल रहे हैं कि यही हमारे नाथ हैं, सभी जीवों के नाथ हैं, एक ही तत्व है ये, भगवत तत्व. And what is the best of all goals? longing for inner darshan. Idam te vapurnath gopala balam. Sada me manasya. Antarik, inner fulfillment. Premanjana chrita bhakti vilochane santah sadeva hridayeshu vilokayanti. बाहर नहीं, अंदर ही दर्शन करते हैं. उनको कहीं जाने की आवश्यकता नहीं होती. Prabhupada says, in one of the lectures he was saying, conversation, that there was never a time that I was away from Shridham Vrindavan. He was always in Vrindavan. It's a state of consciousness, always in Vrindavan. So best of all goals is what? Longing for inner darshan.
One question. The Gopalnath, the statement you made, I couldn't collect.
Idam te Vapurnath Gopal Balam. So Vapurnath Gopalnath. So this Gopal form is Gopalnath. Sadhguru is saying. This is Radhapal Goswami. In the Digdarshini Tika, he is saying four Nath, Badrinath, Jagannath, Ranganath, Gopalnath. So that should be our goal, the best of all goals. सबके जीवन में गोल होते हैं, राइट? कुछ ना कुछ लक्ष्य बनाते हैं, जीवन में ये करना है, ये करना है, ये करना है. ये करें कि दिस इज द अल्टीमेट गोल, बेस्ट ऑफ ऑल गोल्स, अल्टीमेट, जिसको श्रेय कहा गया शास्त्र में. श्रेयस. हम सब लोग प्रेयस में बहुत से गोल होते हैं हमारे पास में, पर श्रेय, यश श्रेयस्यान निश्चितम भ्रुवितन में. और जिज्ञासु श्रेय उत्तम तस्मात् गुरुं प्रपद्येत जिज्ञासु श्रेय उत्तम. We should approach our spiritual master only for one reason, only for this. That what is my ultimate goal? I don't know. Nate Swagatim Vishnu. You please tell me. Because you know all scriptures. Sabde pare chanishnatam. You are well conversant with all the scriptures. You know the essence of the scripture. Sarabhuk. आप बताइए that what is the goal, ultimate goal for a jivatma? You tell me, please. And what is that? Longing for inner darshan. Prabhupada said that human life is meant to have a darshan of Lordship. Prabhupada said this life is meant to have a darshan of Lordship. For why? Why we want a darshan? Because we want to serve Him. And we want to serve Him, we want to see that person, we want to know about that person. How he looks like, what he likes, what is his name, what is his form, so that I can serve him in the best possible way. हमें दर्शन भी करना है भगवान का सेवा के लिए. सेवा प्रधान है यहाँ पे, क्योंकि वही हमारा स्वरूप है. जीवन स्वरूप है कृष्ण नित्य दास. So I want to see my master. I want to serve him. I want to see him. So that is the best goal. Prabhupada says. So idam te vapurnath gopala balam. And that is why such devotee absorption in thinking of Krishna's name, form, pastime, always. They're always in this four subject matters. The name, pastimes, roop and leela. So leela is like a fruit. And the seed of this fruit is what? Naam. नाम बीज है और लीला है वो फल है. तो अगर फल को चखना है तो पहले नाम को लगाना होगा, जीवन में नाम को बोलना होगा पहले. द हरि नाम इज लाइक अ फ्लड. सो व्हेन वी आर फ्लड विद हरि नाम, all our anarthas, because anarthas are so deeply rooted, it cannot be taken out. If you go to some of the field, if you have seen that, अरहर की दाल देखी है आपने कभी खेत में? तूर दाल रूट इज वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग. और कोई खेती किए हैं या जानते हैं, खेत में देखे हैं. सो वंस यू हैव टेकन ऑल द ग्रेन्स, all the pulses, then while taking the root out of the field is very difficult because it's so deeply rooted and very thick. तो क्या करते हैं किसान लोग? They just fill the entire field with water and they will leave it for 2-3 days. Then it becomes a little loose and then they can take it out very easily. Otherwise it's like very hard, very difficult. Similarly, our anarthas are so deeply rooted, it's so difficult to take it out by any process. And that's why we have been given this Hari Naam. We just flood our heart with Hari Naam. भर जाता है पूरा. Then all anartha वो तैरना शुरू करते हैं उसमें. उसको निकाल के फेंकना बहुत ईजी हो जाता है, फिर आराम से फेंक सकते हैं फिर. तो वो कह रहे हैं कि इसलिए just be absorbed in this. First बीज नाम, then you can relish the fruit, the लीला रूप गुण, वो सब बाद में आएंगे. वो सब का पासवर्ड नाम से शुरू होता है, नाम से आरंभ होता है. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे. And this pastime, Satpat Muni is demonstrating that. Namo Deva Damodarananta Vishnu. अभी आके बोलेंगे वो. So this is the best of all goals. Here he is saying in 4th verse कि वरम देव मोक्षम न मोक्षम वदेम वा न चान्यम वडेहम वरेशादपि. This is the verse, right? कि मुझे कोई वर नहीं चाहिए प्रभु, मुझे केवल आपका. और यही हम लोग रोज प्रार्थना करते हैं. न धनम न जनम न सुंदरिम जब कविता आवाज नहीं सका. Oh my Lord, we don't want anything. Even Maya, when she was tying him up from morning, since morning till evening, उनको बहुत जब देखा उन्होंने स्व मातु उसमें गात्रा है पूरा पसीने से लथपथ, बिल्कुल बहुत दुख भी हो रहा था उनको. Whole day leaving all the things aside, just busy in tying him up. तो वहाँ पर रूप गोस्वामी पाद कहते हैं पद्यावली में कि सच दुख जो ऐसा, सॉरी भद्र ठाकुर मास्टर किससे की एक्चुअली, कि ऐसा जो दुख होता है भगवान की सेवा में, सेवाय दुख, जो भगवान की सेवा में जो दुख होता है वो कैसे है ये परम सुख. भगवान की सेवा में जो दुख मिलता है उसको परम सुख बोल रहे हैं. सेवाया दुख सुख परम संपत्ति नासाय अविद्या दुख. बिकॉज सच दुख या सुख जो भी मिले हमें सेवा में, वो कह रहे हैं वो दोनों एक समान है. वो हमारी परम संपत्ति, माई अल्टीमेट ट्रेजर. बिकॉज ऑफ दैट ओनली नासाय अविद्या दुख. जो अविद्या का दुख है, अविद्या इग्नोरेंस, वो दूर हो जाता है उससे. भद्र ठाकुर महाशय सिंग लाइक दैट. आत्मनिवेदन तू आप दे, इन दैट भजन ही सिंग लाइक दैट. तो यहां पर इसके ऊपर बहुत लंबी टीका है, बहुत लंबी टीका है इसके ऊपर, इस वर्ड्स के ऊपर. बिकॉज यहां से साधक का जो प्रार्थना है वो शुरू हो रही है कि वो हमें भगवान से मांगना क्या है. ये बहुत, क्योंकि हम सब के हृदय में इच्छा होती है भगवान से मांगने की, मांगना भी चाहिए क्योंकि ही इज वरदराज, वही हमको दे सकते हैं. यहाँ तक कि भगवान को सेवा करने की भावना भी उनसे आ सकती है जो हमारे पास नहीं है. यू डोंट हैव एनी डिजायर टू सर्व कृष्णा, when that desire will be given by Krishna only. उसके लिए भी हमें प्रार्थना करनी चाहिए. तो यहाँ पे सतपथ मुनि बता रहे हैं कि ठीक है, मैं लीला देख लिया, भगवान को देख लिया, भगवान का रूप वृंदावन में चल रहा है, श्रवण भी कर लिया, बट अल्टीमेटली क्या करना है मुझे प्रार्थना करनी है. आई हैव टू बेग फॉर द मर्सी ऑफ द लॉर्डशिप. Sri Goswami says what to ask for. He says, क्षौमी पतित्वम अथवैक अकिंचनत्वम नित्यम ददासि बहुमानम अथवा अपमानम वैकुंठवासम अथवा नरके निवासम हा वासुदेवम नास्ति गतिस्त्वद अन्या. Goswami Pad is saying in Padyavali that, oh my Lord, you are Vardharaj, you can give anything and everything. Shomi Patitvam means, Shomi matlab king, the kingdom. You can give the biggest kingdom to anyone. कोई भी बड़ा एम्पायर खड़ा कर सकता है. या अकिंचनत्वम, और you can take everything like Sudama. कुछ भी नहीं रहेगा हमारे पास, वो भी हो सकता है. नित्यम ददासी, आप क्या दे सकते हैं? बहुमानम, so much respect everywhere. सब आपकी पूजा कर रहे हैं, प्रतिष्ठा कर रहे हैं, वो भी आप दे सकते हैं. या अपमानम अथ अपमानम, और कभी कभी आप बहुत बड़ा इंसल्ट भी दे सकते हो. यू कैन डू दैट, ओ माय गॉड. वैकुंठवासम, यू कैन गिव वैकुंठवास ऑल्सो, द 5 types of मूर्ति, सालोक्य, सारूप्य, सामीप्य, यू कैन गिव दैट. वैकुंठवासम अथवा नरके निवासम, और यू कैन सेंड टू हेलिस प्लैनेट, सुतल अतल वितल। बलि महाराज was given that, सुतल। आप कुछ भी कर सकते हो, आप स्वतंत्र हैं आप। बट हा वासुदेव मम नास्ति गति त्वद अन्य, मैं आपको छोड़ करके और कुछ कामना नहीं कर पा रहा हूं। गति त्वद अन्य, आपसे अलग होकर के। एनीथिंग अदर देन यू आई डोंट डिजायर। यू कैन गिव मी व्हाटएवर यू वांट इन दिस, एक्चुअली इट्स अप टू यू, बट यू ऑलवेज बी देयर विथ मी। I always want to see your lotus feet, lotus face of my Lord. आपसे हट करके मुझे कोई कामना नहीं। तो ये यहाँ पर सतत मुनि भी हमें सिखा रहे हैं कि ये प्रार्थना है, वृंदावन का ये भाव है। वृंदावन की लीला श्रवण कर रहे हैं, वो खुद देख रहे हैं ये लीला और ये प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं। सो दिस इज द बेनिफिट ऑफ हियरिंग द ब्रज पास टाइम, दैट वी विल डेवलप सच अ डिजायर कि ओ माय लॉर्ड, आई डू नॉट वांट हैप्पीनेस। And that's the whole purpose of this pastime. That gradually we leave everything aside. Everything, all desire in this material world should become zero. Annabhlashata shunyam. ज्ञान कर्मादि नावृतम, सब कुछ। वृंदावन में सब ऐसे ही भक्त हैं, सारे भक्त। दृष्टौ स्वराज्यम च वितरतौ ताप त्रय चप अपभी। प्रभु गोस्वामी सिंह कि आप मुझे अपना राज भी दिखा सकते हो या मुझे यहाँ पर ताप त्रय में ढकेल सकते हो, आप कुछ भी करिए, लेकिन केशव अस्मि, केवल हे केशव, मैं सदैव बस आपका स्मरण करना चाहता हूँ। तो ऐसी कई प्रार्थना हमारे पास में है। इन दिस थीम वी हैव several prayers in Srimad Bhagavatam. न नाकप्रेष्यम चपारमेष्यम, सेम काइंड ऑफ प्रेयर। न सार्वभौम रसाधिपत्यम न योग सिद्धिम अपनुर्भवम वा समंजस्यत विरह कांक्षे। विरह कांक्षे, विरह की प्रार्थना है। आचार्य से दिस प्रेयर ऑफ वृत्तासुर इज द टॉपमोस्ट प्रेयर, वन ऑफ द टॉपमोस्ट प्रेयर एक्चुअली, क्योंकि वहां पे गोपी भाव को दिखा रहे हो, विरह भाव कि ओ माय लॉर्ड, आई डोंट वांट पोजीशन ऑफ ब्रह्मा जी और इंद्र जी और this kingdom is on this planet or even moksha if I have to feel separation from you. विरह कांक्षे, वो मुझसे सहन नहीं होगा। आप लोग रहो कि हम क्या चर्चा कर रहे हैं, इसी श्लोक में अटक गए हम लोग, बट ये सेंट्रल थीम श्लोका है ये पूरे दामोदर का, because that is revealing the heart of the devotee, what he is praying for. ये प्रार्थना है। And some other we have to get a glimpse of this प्रार्थना। ये हमको आज नहीं तो कल नहीं तो कितने साल के बाद इसमें घुसना ही होगा, तभी हम सतत मुनि को प्लीज कर पाएंगे उनकी प्रार्थनाओं को पढ़ने के पश्चात कि वो क्या बोल रहे हैं एक्चुअली। Acharya says we don't know how to even pray, but through the Acharya's prayer we know, at least we understand that what is the method of praying to the Lordship, how they are praying actually। उत्तम श्लोक वार्ते हैं, क्या उनके मन में है, क्या भाव है उनका, भगवान से क्या मांगने की वस्तु है, यही मांगने की वस्तु है भगवान से। न धनम, ये सब मांगने की वस्तु नहीं है, न धनम न जन्म, ये सब अपने आप जो कोटे में मिलेगा। प्रहलाद से व्हाटएवर इज इन द कोटा यू विल गेट इट, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट। सुखम अत्यंतिक दैत्य, आपको मिलेगा वो। जैसे अयत्नतः, दुख अयत्नतः, फॉर दुख वी डोंट ट्राई, राइट, वी गेट इट। प्रहलाद से यू गेट इट ayatataha, without any endeavoring. Similarly, sukha will come to you. Don't worry about that, oh my friends. Rama is saying, don't endeavor for that. Sukham atyantik daitya, oh my daitya demon friends, don't worry about that. It will come in due course of time. But for this, yes, we have to. क्योंकि ये किसी पुण्य की वजह से नहीं आएगा। जन्म कोटि सुकृति भी नाना भेते। This kind of mood we cannot have even after million of life of just performing the pious activities. For this, really we have to have intense eagerness. We have to associate with such devotee who has this intense eagerness. And somehow or other, by their mercy, we have to develop this eagerness. that this is what I'm looking for in my life. My goal of life is best of all goals. My goal is changed now. This is my prime goal. Punanti te vishaya vidushita ashaya. All my polluted aims of life is now purified. Now only this is the only goal I have in my life. That somehow or other to get attracted completely to the lotus feet of Lord Shri Krishna. So this is what this prayer is describing actually. That's why our Acharyas has given so wonderful commentary on these prayers. वो लीला गुणगान तो कर रहा है लेकिन साथ में वो सतत मुनि के भाव को प्रकट कर रहा है कि क्या भाव उनका. What kind of mood he has developed by seeing this pastime. And this is what happens when we associate or hear the Ragatmika Bhaktas, their exchange with Krishna. Ragatmika means Brajvasis. So then we develop Ragatmika Bhakti. Satat Muni, he developed. Just by discussing first 3 verses about the Krishna and Brajvasis, their exchange, he developed that mood to pray like this. So this is the effect of hearing the Vrindavan pastime, the Braj pastime. And Satat Muni is demonstrating it. What happened to him? 3 श्लोक में खाली गुणगान किया भगवान का, ब्रजवासियों का, गोकुल ब्रज मानव, वो भगवान बद गए और अब देखिए क्या प्रार्थना कर रहे हैं. This is the effect of Braj pastime. Prabhupada says that कि ये जो हमारा काम भगवान की रास लीला का वर्णन सुनने से कामात हृदय, हमारे हृदय से सारी काम भावना दूर हो जाती है. श्रीमताम स्वकथा कृष्ण पुण्य श्रवण कीर्तन. हृदय अंतस्थि ही अभद्राणी, सारे अभद्रों को विधुनोति, सब छोड़ डालते हैं. सुहृत सताम, बिकॉज ही सुहृत सताम. So here, everyone in Vrindavan, they have only one goal. तस्माद एकेन मनसा, सबका एक ही मन वहाँ पर है. भगवान साताम पति, that only Krishna, only with श्रोतव्य कीर्तव्य, सब उनको ही करना है. ध्येयस पूजस नित्यता, नित्य रूप से केवल कृष्ण का है, उनके बारे में श्रवण, उनके बारे में कीर्तन. तस्माद एकेन मनसा, सब कृष्ण को ही अपना पति मानते हैं. पति मतलब प्रोटेक्टर, पति मतलब जो अंत समय तक आपके साथ में रहे. इसलिए आजकल देखिए हम लोग भौतिक संसार में हमारे साथ अंत समय में कौन, अंत समय तक कौन रहते हैं बताए? भौतिक जगत में एक एज होने के बाद हमको किसकी आवश्यकता पड़ती है? डॉक्टर्स की, स्पेशली डॉक्टर्स. दैट्स व्हाई ऑल द मेडिसिन्स, द मेडिकल फील्ड्स आल्सो इज कॉल्ड पति ओनली. एलोपैथी, होम्योपैथी, नेचुरोपैथी, सब पति बोलते हैं उनको हम लोग, क्योंकि ये हमारे अंत तक रहते हैं साथ में. आप देखिए अंत, आजकल कई बार लोग अंत तक हॉस्पिटल में शरीर छोड़ते हैं. यू सी नाउअडेज पीपल आर लिविंग देयर बॉडी इन हॉस्पिटल ओनली. वी गेट द डेड बॉडी फ्रॉम हॉस्पिटल. अंत समय तक ऑक्सीजन में रहते हैं वो लोग, तो उनको भी पति कहा जाता है. एलोपैथी, होम्योपैथी, पति पति उसमें भी आ रहा है, पति पति. बट यहाँ वृंदावन में कृष्ण सबके पति, प्राणनाथ है. गोपी जन वल्लभ, गोपीनाथ, प्राणनाथ. कृष्णा अर्पित प्राणस, इन्होंने अपने प्राण को अर्पित कर दिया है कृष्ण को. अपने प्राण को, सब कुछ कृष्ण को अर्पित कर दिया. प्रभुपाद जी कहते हैं यही गोपी भाव है. दिस इज वेरी कॉन्फिडेंशियल. गोपी मीन्स गोपनीय. गोपनीय मीन्स कॉन्फिडेंशियल. प्रभुपाद सेज दैट इन वन ऑफ द परपोर्ट. He said, what is the Gopaniya? Because they are teaching us, they know exactly that how to please Krishna, they can sacrifice everything. And that is Gopaniya. That's confidential. And that's what they are revealing actually to all of us. To please Krishna, they can go to any extent. इसे को गोपी भाव कहा जाता है. गोपी भाव, गोपी भाव रसा मृताब्द लहरी, कल्लौल मगनौ मुहुर, वंदे रूप सनातनौ रघुयुगौ श्री जीव गोपाल. They were always having that mood, that mentality. गोपी भाव रसा मृताब्द लहरी. हमारे 6 गोस्वामीगण ये गोपी भाव को प्रसिद्ध कर रहे हैं कि सब कुछ त्यक्त्वा तरुणम अशेष मंडलपति श्रेणीम सदा तुच्छ। दे सैक्रिफाइस्ड एवरीथिंग, everything. Mandalpati, they were prime minister, finance minister. They left everything. And they just had Kaupin Kantha Shatau. Bhutva Deen Ganesh Kau Karunaya Kaupin Kantha Shatau. Only 2 clothes, which is huge clothes. Sanatana Goswami, when he came, he had a new kambal, blanket. And Mahaprabhu glanced. Mahaprabhu just glanced. He did not say anything. In Varanasi. काशी में है, पंचगंग घाट, चंद्रशेखराचार्य तपन मिश्र at their house. So Mahaprabhu just saw him. First he told, go and bring someone there is waiting for me. So he came outside, nobody was there. केवल एक बड़े व्यक्ति, वहाँ बूढ़े व्यक्ति थे जिनका बहुत दाढ़ी बढ़ गया था और ऐसे बैठे हुए थे. So he said, Mahaprabhu, no, there is no devotee actually. There is one, is kind of beggar, he is there. But yes, call him. He is the one. And then Sanatana Pal Goswami, he came, he entered. बड़ी बड़ी दाढ़ी, क्योंकि जेल से भाग के आए थे. जेल से बहुत कैसे कैसे करके निकल करके जेल में पूरी उनकी दाढ़ी बढ़ गई थी. सब कुछ त्याग करके आए थे. पूरे सिक्के को त्याग दिया उन्होंने, सब कुछ. His brother-in-law, he was having 1 coin. He said, you are not fit to travel with me because you have a mentality to accumulate something or to keep something for you. You are not depending on God. Just leave me. And he traveled alone. So when he came, only thing he had all old clothes, but only new blanket, 1 new blanket, because it was winter season. Mahaprabhu did not say anything. He just glanced, and he realized that Mahaprabhu did not like it. Immediately he went outside, and there was a beggar sitting there. He said, "Can you exchange your old torn this blanket with my new blanket? You take this one and give me this one." बोला क्या पागल आदमी. तो भिखमंगा बैठा हुआ था. बोला लेके जाओ भाई, आपको तो लगता है कुछ आपका दिमाग काम नहीं कर रहा है. And he gave him, and then he had, and then he entered again. Mahaprabhu smiled on him. He was very happy. So that mentioned Mahaprabhu re bhakta gana vairagya pradhan ya hoiti preet chaitanya bhagwan. कि महाप्रभु के भक्तगण में क्या प्रधान है? वैराग्य प्रधान. आदि मध्य वा अवसानेषु वैराग्य आख्यम समुप्यतम. श्रीमद् भागवतम में आदि में, मध्य में, अंत में क्या है? वैराग्य आख्यान. हाउ टू बिकम डिटैच्ड फ्रॉम दिस मटेरियल वर्ल्ड एंड हाउ टू बिकम अटैच्ड टू दिस वर्ल्ड, ट्रांसेंडेंटल वर्ल्ड. These are the news from the transcendental world. And how to get attracted to that news. Every day we are hearing this news actually. कि यहाँ पर हमें जाना है, इस स्थान के बारे में, इस एक्टिविटी के बारे में, इस कार्यकलाप के बारे में. Prabhu, how much time I have? Because I can keep on going. 10 more minutes? Okay. So this is the best goal of all the goals. Sorry. And again he is describing his Rup Vishesha, that Muhushchumbitam Bimma Raktadharam mein. Again in between the Rup Vishesha. Kuntala Sthit Raktasha Singh, Manasya Avrastam Alam Laksh Labh hai. लाखों आप मुझे लाभ देंगे प्रभु, but this type of exchange of the lordship. अब ये तो लग रहा है कि ठीक है, ये बहुत इसमें देखा जाए तो हम सब कुछ छोड़ रहे हैं. But you see, on the other hand, the topmost personality spending time with you. So in one sense, what you are desiring is very great actually, the greatest thing. वो कह रहे हैं कि ये मन को लुभा रहा है भगवान का, ये ऐसा रूप आके भगवान जो लीला कर रहे हैं, अलम लक्ष्य लाभ है. लाखों वरदान से जो लक्ष्य मिलने वाले हैं, जो लाभ प्राप्त होने वाले हैं, वो सब इसके सामने फीके पड़ जाते हैं. यस प्राप्यम न किंचित वांछति न द्वेष्टि न रमते न उत्साही भवति. In Narad Bhakti Sutta, Narad is saying that once you attain or you endeavor for such goal, अगर ये लक्ष्य बन जाए हमारे जीवन का, तो न यस प्राप्यम न किंचित वांछति, फिर आपको इस भौतिक संसार में कुछ पाने की इच्छा नहीं होती फिर आपको. then you don't get attracted by any of this glittering objects of the material world. न किंचित मात्र भी नहीं. न रमते न उत्साही भवति. Don't want to enjoy anything of this material world. You don't get any enthusiasm to just associate with any of the object of this material world. You can use them in service of Krishna, but you don't get attached, don't attracted. No attraction. तो ये करेंगे वो अलम लक्ष्य लाभ है. ये जो चल रहा है माँ के साथ में आदान प्रदान भगवान श्री कृष्ण का, ऐसा अवसर प्राप्त हो जाए और कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए. And then he is starting now, again he is praying with different names. नमो देव दामोदर अनंत विष्णु प्रसीद प्रभो दुख जाराति मग्नम. कृपा दृष्टि करके आपने कृपा डाली मेरे ऊपर. So see, we are seeing that this कृपया आसीत, कृपा दृष्टि, that shows that goes to show that how this entire process of bhakti is based on कृपा साध्य. ये कृपा के द्वारा ही, हम साधना के द्वारा, by our endeavor we are attracting that mercy, that's all. But ultimately it's mercy only which will uplift you. You see, that devotee is saying, जलो पतिदय काम, मैं काम के क्रोध के सागर में डूब रहा हूं प्रभु. चैतन्य चंद्र कि हे महाप्रभु तद पादावलंबम, कृपा करके अपने चरण कमलों को देकर के मुझे यहां से निकालिए आप. कृपा दृष्टि डालिए मेरे ऊपर आप. कृपा दृष्टि विश्याति दीनम बतानु, मैं बहुत दीन हूं. आप भक्त वत्सल हैं तो बहुत अच्छी बात है, लेकिन मैं भक्त नहीं हूं. लेकिन आप दीन वत्सल भी हो, मैं दीन हूं. प्लीज ग्लैंस अपॉन मी. दीनम बतानु गृहाणेषु माम अज्ञ. अक्ष दृश्य, आपके अक्ष, आपकी एक दृष्टि पड़ जाए मेरे ऊपर. तो पहले भगवान का नाम ले रहे हो. ही इज सेइंग ओ माय लॉर्ड, ओ दामोदर, ओ अनंत, and so many names. And here Acharya says this Sanskrit is not correct here, by the way. The grammar is not correct. नमो देव दामोदरानंत विष्णु. सो यहाँ पर ग्रामर ठीक नहीं, उक्ति जो है ठीक नहीं हो रही है, क्योंकि यहाँ पर जैसे हम कहते हैं कृष्णाय, तो विष्णवे आना चाहिए यहाँ पर. विष्णवे, नॉट विष्णु इन दिस विभक्ति. So but Sanatapad Goswami is saying that forget about grammar, see the bhav. He is saying although grammar is not correct, but he said forget about that. He is so overwhelmed that he forgot to put the right words. But see his bhava. And Prabhupada quote in the first canto, 5th chapter, verse number 11, that verse, Tadbhava Sargo. Prabhupada quote there. Sometimes our composition may not be correct, pure devotee. But since it is done with the pure heart, गिड़ंती, जो साधु लोग जो होते हैं, श्रीमंती, गायंती, गिड़ंती साधव. So in saintly assembly, they want to hear, they want to glorify, they want to get it, although it's not grammatically correct. But since coming in the Guru Parampara, Guru Shishya Parampara, we have to accept it. So similarly here also, grammatically it's not correct, but it's a wonderful prayer. You say, oh my Lord, with different names. Again, the name is the password for the pastime. She's saying, O Deva, हे दामोदर, ए अनंत, ए विष्णु, कृपा करके प्रसिद्ध अपने प्रसाद अपना दीजिए मुझे प्रभु. तो भगवान कह रहे इतना मेरा नाम ले रहे हो, तुम कौन हो? Who are you? Where are you? So he's saying, दुख जलापि मग्नम. I am drowning in the ocean of miseries. दुख जलापि मग्नम, बिल्कुल डूबा हूं उसी में. That's my position, O my Lord. कृपा दृष्टि, एक दृष्टि प्रदान करिए आप. अब देखिए कैसे भाव हो रहा है यहाँ पर. By hearing this exchange of Brajvasi and Lordship, the Satat Muni hearts is completely changed. What kind of prayer is coming here, you see? कि मैं बिल्कुल दुख की जलाप्ति में मग्न हूँ. ये प्रेयर बहुत सूट करेगी हम लोग के लिए, बहुत रेलिवेंट है हमारे लिए. Very relevant prayer. We all are having the same kind, we should have the same feeling actually. We are all drowning in this dukh jalapti magnam. Oh my Lord, कृपया दृष्टि वृष्ट्याति दीनम बतानु. Please glance upon me. If you don't glance, करावलंबम विषयाधि तप्ते. He says, दामोदर माधवेदी बिल्वा मंगल ठाकुर कि मैं मोहांधपूर्णे विषयाधितप्ते, मैं मोह के अंधकार रूपी इस परिवार में ऐसा झगड़ा हूँ, विषयाधितप्ते और विषय कामना से बिल्कुल तप रहा हूँ माय लॉर्ड, इस कुएं में गिर गया हूँ। करावलंबम, ओ माय लॉर्ड प्लीज गिव मी योर हैंड एंड टेक मी आउट ऑफ दिस प्लेस, मुझे बाहर निकालो यहाँ से आप। So the point is, if you don't want to come out of this place, Krishna has given a free will to us. He will not intervene in our free will. He will never come actually. Or he will be there, but not with this, कि he has to rescue us, because we are not asking for that. तो भगवान कभी भी हमारी इच्छा के विरुद्ध कोई कार्य नहीं करते। उन्होंने हमको उनका सूक्ष्म, the minute independence he has given to us. But this is the proper use of independence. No, my Lord, I'm totally miserable without you. Hey Deen, what is that? Hey Nath, Hey Nayan, Hey Nayanabhirama. Beloved house praying कि हे प्रभु आप नयनाभिरामा, आप दीन के नाथ हैं, भुवनेक बंधु, पूरे भुवन के आप बंधु हैं, कृपा करके मुझे आप ये दृष्टि प्रदान करिए। तो ऐसी ही प्रार्थना, ये बहुत गंभीर प्रार्थना है एक्चुअली। कृपया दृष्टि विष्टि दीनम बता, एक बार मेरे कृपा कर दीजिए। देखिए ये भिक्षुक जो दास होते हैं, दास की प्रार्थना ऐसी होती है। सो दिस मंथ ऑफ कार्तिक वी आर लर्निंग एक्चुअली that with what mood we have to pray and what kind of aspiration we should have. Although we are hearing every day the Braj pastime, the wonderful pastime of the Makhan Chor, how he's been bound, but at the same time also we are learning from this Damadastakam that what kind of mood we have to develop. This is the right attitude of prayers. भगवान से क्या प्रार्थना करनी है, क्या मांगना है। कृपया दृष्टि वृष्टि दीनम बता, गृहाणेश माम अज्ञमेत चिदृश्य, कि कृपा दृष्टि आप प्रदान करिए हमारे ऊपर। Okay, so I'll stop here today. Now 7th, 8th verse are remaining, and I'm sure that some devotee will continue. So today we learned the prayers. First we learned that what we have received from a spiritual master in this Guru Shishya Parampara, right? We have received such a wonderful, exalted, everything, best of best. The holy name, the lordship, the wonderful form, magnanimous form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, our 6 Goswamis, the Brajmandal, and all those wonderful places, Radhakund, Girivar. This all we have received the mercy of spiritual master in this Guru Shishya Parampara. So we are so much indebted to him. And in order to pay our debt towards him, we have to develop such mood actually. Such attitude. This is what he is looking for. हम गुरु के शरण में आए हैं इसको सीखने के लिए, इसी भाव को सीखने के लिए। जन्मे जन्मे गुरु से, गुरु ने हमको ये सिखाने के लिए हम गुरु ग्रहण किए हैं और वो हमको शिष्य ग्रहण किए हैं। That he can teach us that how to develop this mood, this kind of mood. Braj Bhakti. Hare Krishna. So, if any question, any point of discussion, we can take it. 1 or 2 minutes. So prayers are becoming very intense now, right? We can see that it's serious business, isn't it? It's a serious matter. कैसे प्रार्थना करें देखिए आप। इसकी ये प्रार्थना और पहले वाली प्रार्थना दोनों को जोड़ के देखिए आप, बहुत गंभीर प्रार्थना है कि दुख जलाब्धि मग्नम, प्रभु मैं तो यहाँ पर डूबे आ रहा हूँ। If you don't glance, there's no hope. And Kripa of Krishna, in our case, will come through 2 Bhagavatas, the Granth Bhagavatam and Shastra, and the Guru Bhagavatam, the Vaishnava. उनकी कृपा से ही हम बच पाएंगे इससे। So we have to realize this actually, we are in a difficult situation. Prabhupada says that it's emergency. Please try to understand, everywhere fire is there and you have to come out of the situation. Otherwise life will just go on like that. लाइफ तो जा ही रही है हमारी, दिन तो बीत ही रहे हमारे, राइट। तो बोलते हैं दिन गिनो दिनार गिनो दिन बीत रहा है, दिनार आते जा रहे हैं। बट बाय द मर्सी ऑफ श्री प्रभुपाद वी हैव टू सी दैट वी आर शेपिंग आवर कॉन्शियसनेस एवरी डे। कुछ न कुछ परिवर्तन की अपेक्षा कर रहे हैं। एक्चुअली भगवान के परिकर ये आके लीलाएं इसलिए कर रहे हैं, हमको समझाने के लिए। ओके प्रभु, स्टॉप। थैंक यू।
Hare Krishna, pronouns. We request devotees, please, there is a nice opportunity to ask questions, and no questions. At least we request devotee to share something which is inspiring you. We are spending time here, so any points you'd like to share, we'll